Hello, my name is HLay, and I want to just share with you the project that we're exploring. We're exploring how social identities, us consumers, are formed and reformed through contemporary body-oriented pedagogies. My choice is within the fitness training industry. The reason being, I myself I've consumed fitness-related products, and yeah, so it's very much close to my heart. The project examines key sites or domains, whether print form or social media like YouTube, to teach people how these body-oriented practices, and using a tool such as critical discourse analysis, both on a conceptual and analytical level, allows us to investigate the text, to drill into the language used, because the text is merely a record of a meaning that has been made through that language in that social context. So we use those sites and domains to describe, to attain our aim, to describe the discourses that produces the power, the knowledge of contemporary body-oriented pedagogies. So the text I chose was within the April 2016 edition of Australian Men's Health, titled "Get Ripped and Shredded," and that title in itself was act as a macro genre, and it shows a model to emulate. And we as readers were influenced by the discourse of fitness industry, which values the body as a commodity, as a capital, and instructs readers to implement it within our own life. And I found it interesting that the section, the text, was actually located in a special section within the magazine called Elite, sort of showing exclusivity. And it uses a second macro genre containing 8 distinct recounts of the interview with the model. Here you have some procedures or instructions to achieve that best shape of your life, using lexical words such as load up, squats, deadlifts, even scientific specialized language such as hypertrophy. The use of emotive language even draws the reader further, showing you can achieve that body, and metaphorical language used as well, such as burn blubber, torch fat, and even the word caning is used to describe one of the exercises. Caning is a phrase that fits into the corporal punishment kind of mentality, and Jetty in the reading sort of implies that there's an obligation of self-regulation there. It fits in very nicely. The second text I chose was a YouTube instructional video, how to increase your vertical. Being volume 3 means that he's done a couple of other clips before, and again we have a role model worthy of emulating, and in this case we used a tenor analysis, and breaking it down into power. The presenter is the holder and the mediator of expert device, and he draws like a special focus of attention. He sets up his own authority and control, and he has explicit knowledge of his audience actually, and he determines the task-oriented procedures. Uses both incongruent phrases, commands, and congruent commands, like saying things like never ever land on your heels, and conditional procedural structures was used when he says, if you do these drills properly, this is what you can achieve. Contact, he maintains eye contact throughout the drills, even jumps towards the camera. Affect, he uses a fast pace, conveying like a sense of positive energy, power, and explosiveness. And what I found was, whilst using critical discourse analysis has been useful, The area I wish to explore further is how a company within the fitness industry could use this the same discourse in order to motivate a viewer to perhaps order a particular type of equipment or a set of DVDs. What I've done is I've actually recorded some of those infomercials, and want to sort of find out how the viewer is positioned to exercise that obligation to achieve that morally worthy, self-disciplining disciplining subjects. All right, I'm out.